Showed you my music on my first stream, obviously. NBA season is over. Boston won the NBA Finals. Francis hates himself right now because Boston has the most titles in NBA history. With 18, but Bill Russell won 11 of those 18. You know, to find Bruce Wayne and Shannon on the Green Walls, you be hiring, Mr. Francis, you be on, you be on. They hired JJ, but I roasted JJ hiring. Because, like I said, he's going to take more heat, just like Darvin Ham's going to take more heat. And he's a rookie, inexperienced head coach that has to deal with everybody else in the West. All the teams are going to be better than them. Lakers don't have no chance. I know Mr. Francis said longevity, 40,000 points. Um, Longevity, 40,000 points. 21 years to Michael Jordan's 13. I said, well, where's the 6 titles at? Remember, you forget LeBron has 6 NBA finals, but 3 of those came against Golden State. Most in NBA history. 6 finals losses. Futility. He's still 4-6. Michael Jordan's 6-0. I know you're going to say longevity again. I say, well, it don't matter about longevity if you don't have 6 titles or 11 either. I know you're going to say Trent will say, well, Steve Kerr has 6 as a player, 7 as a coach. So think about the better than Bill Russell for sure. He's already gone to the Hall of Fame as a player. He's already gone to the Hall of Fame as a coach, Steve Kerr. For the Warriors, obviously, because he's won 7 titles as a coach, 6 as a player. More than Phil Jackson alone. And Bill Russell combined. Like I said, there's no debate who's the greatest coach of all time. It's obviously Steve Kerr. And no offense to Greg Popovich, Greg Popovich is one of the greatest coaches of all time. He's NBA's all-time wins leader. But trying to get the Spurs back to front, it's pretty much, it won't be an easy task. But like I said, Mr. Francis, you hate yourself. Yeah, I know your birthday's coming. You're a June Cancer. Thought you was a July one. But like I said, I roasted JJ Redick hiring because all he's going to do is criticize Jordan too. If you look at his prime, in LeBron's prime, it doesn't even compare. As far as the defensive players of the year, Michael Jordan won 2 of those. LeBron has none. Michael Jordan's won 3 slam dunk contests. It would have been 4 if it wasn't for the Dominique one in the early 80s. But he's done that. LeBron's done none. No slam dunk contest. And as great as a dunker as LeBron is, no, he is Broly's height. Also, my grandfather Hutchison's height as well. Sure, should have been a slam dunk at least won one. If he, be nice if he had did one. If he did one, I could say, okay, he won one. Don't have to do it no more. Unless he defends it, but anyways, LeBron has yet to do that. He's going to continue to take criticism, and he always changes narrative. And I was going to say, change the narrative. I said, well, yeah, because honestly, you hate yourself. You got a criminal record just like I do. But, anyways, Kobe Bryant was the greatest, the closest to Jordan. And Vince Carter, the closest to Jordan, fought 6'6" guy. If you know about being Jenny's height, or jumping to Jenny's height, and if you know about life as a teenage robot, and being an AI, obviously, I jumped to those height classes. But prime Jenny and as far as Kobe Bryant and prime Vince Carter was a prime. If you know being Jason, like Jason's also that height too. Also, Jenny from Life as a Teenage Robot is also that height too. Like I said, a demigod pretty much. But like I said, Kobe Bryant was the next closest to Jordan and Vince Carter, honestly, because they did get to the NBA Finals and won Finals titles in their peak years. They won the last 2 in their late years. But they won one in his late year, but that was during the 2019-2020. That was during the pandemic era. But the return to glory still reigns, Mr. Francis. As LeBron gets called out by Tiger Woods with me, obviously, TJ in 2025. It's Team James versus Team Sharp versus Team Woods. Kind of tailor-made, pun intended, as well. You got all the future Michael Jordans, plus the men's and the women's, calling out LeBron in golf. And the TJ Island 2025, once Mother Nature doesn't hit that city they were supposed to hit the TJ Island. But yeah, it's not a fair fight, Mr. Francis. You hate yourself. We all know you hate Patrick Mahomes, but you can't hate him, Patrick Mahomes. He's a Virgo. Lamar Jackson's a Capricorn. You didn't know that either. Both Earth horoscope cannot be tamed, and they're unique as it gets. You don't hate him because he's a Virgo, and you're not him. You're too emotional. And I've done research on your horoscope too, Miss Friend. You're too emotional, even for you to defy June Cancer. No offense to any Cancer, pretty much. Y'all too emotional these days. Especially when it comes to the Michael Jordans too. Patrick Rose is one of the most blessed players when he turns 30 this September. Yeah, turns 30 this September upcoming. Me, I'm in the same age. They say he's a year older than me. He'll be 31 next September, but he won't be 34 until 2028, which I'll be also that age too. Actually, no, he'll be a year older than me. He'll be 35. But anyways, like I said, you're too emotional when it comes to these Michael Jordans too, because Patrick is in the Michael Jordan era. He's won 4 Super Bowls and only lost one. That was against Tom Brady, of course. Michael Jordan, football, like me. You also hate Michael Jordan because, like I said, you hate him because he's from New York, the town and dead, pretty much. But like I said, Kobe Bryant was the undisputed GOAT of all time. But Bill Russell was in a league of his own. If you know what Van Divison, Bruce Roy, and Shannon, the Green Hornets. When you tie the record or surpass it, you are better than Bill Russell. Even if you tie it or don't tie it at all, or if you tie it and break it, you are better. But Steve Kerr's a perfect example of that. And Phil Jackson. Won 6 with the Bulls, 6 NBA Finals with the Bulls, 5 with the Lakers. But what Steve Kerr did was unprecedented. 6 titles as a player, 7 as a coach. Probably one of the greatest coaches of all time for sure. 13 titles as a player and a coach. Steve Kerr can retire right now if he wants to. He's already proved it. Or if he won 7 titles, and he's only, let's see, how old is Steve Kerr? In his 50s, almost in his 60s, 60s. Yeah, almost in his 50s, going in his 60s, going to his 70s, and he don't look it either. Even with him having kids too, pun intended. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy NBA also in good free agency starts. The NBA draft is next week, and then the MLB draft is right. I think before and after the All-Star break. But 2 players one for the Dodgers move, but he's gonna be out until the middle of the All-Star break. He made the All-Star game, to say he won't be able to play because he got hit by a pitch, broken hand and hand bone in his hand, and a broken hand as well. He broke 2 bones in the hand, probably had to get hit by a pitch. And Anthony Rizzo, for the Yankees, as a Yankees fan, he's gonna be out for at least a month too, because he broke his elbow and his wrist at the same time, colliding with one of the Boston Red Sox infielders. So he's gonna be out for a month. So at the Yankees fan, y'all should be concerned. Garrett returns later on this week. He makes his debut against Baltimore, but Baltimore's one of the most hottest teams. The Orioles, if you know, being an Orioles fan and a Brewers fan, two of the most hottest teams in the league going into this. They have to go ice cold. And then the Cleveland Guardians have been a surprise, even without Shane Bieber, who's out for the Tommy John surgery. Unfortunately, he tore the ACL. But Philadelphia ain't playing no games. Yeah, the Yankees ain't playing no games, but the Yankees' issue is injuries. And they can't go there because everybody in the AL is better than them. But anyways. But 2 of my teams winning the division, the Brewers. One team I can say that's been a disappointment that I'm a fan of, which I am an Angels fan. It's been the Angels, obviously. My judge's been out for the past month, but he should be making his return pretty much. But back to the basketball aspect of it, obviously, I'll talk about other sports in a minute. Other sports. This whole bit is going to be based on sports content. Then I'll talk about console war content in my next stream after that. And then I'll probably show you how I was able to solve the console war after that in my next stream, pretty much. But anyways, getting back to sports, obviously. But NHL season is almost over. I think the Panthers did beat the Oilers to close out series pretty much. So the Florida Panthers had their first NHL Stanley Cup in franchise history. Congrats to them as well. The NASCAR season is almost halfway over. 5 more months to the chase for the cup, pretty much. Martin Truex Jr. Retires after this season. But when he was on it, well, He was a young guy then. I think he was an 18-year-old, but now he's already almost 40 now. Maybe 2 decades later, he won a title in 28. What was it? Quote me on that. I think it was 2018. I think 2020. One of those years, he won a couple of titles. Sprint contest. Quote me on that. I could wrong. Look up the year for me on that, guys, if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, sometimes I could be wrong about the years when he won the titles. But anyways, Martinez Jr. retires after Dale Earnhardt Jr. is working with NASCAR now. Probably being an analyst pretty much, but all being a journalist, obviously. Like I said, Mr. Francis, you can't overlook what Patrick Holmes has done. You can't overlook what Lamar has done either. He don't have no Super Bowl either, but then we got there last year. Just we kept Patrick Holmes and Jack. Just they just outplayed us points wise. We kept them from scoring 30 on us. At least one of the best defenses in football. Was Triple Crown for a reason. One Triple Crown for good reason. But anyways, Patrick Queen's on Pittsburgh. But anyways, Patrick is hating on the Rays right now because the Rays are going to probably win the Super Bowl. But Pittsburgh's going to be in a rebuild. Even with Justin Fields being the starter or not, or Russell being the starter or not, or letting him go be a free agency, or because the only way I see Justin Fields getting them back to the promise that they have to let Russell Wilson go. It's just that simple. And if he does prove himself or not, which I think he will, this is a comeback player of the year candidate as well, Russell Wilson. Sean Watson as well, torn ligaments in the labrum in the shoulder, another comeback player of the year candidate. A lot of comeback players, but that's two of them I just mentioned right there. So I won this year's NBA comeback player of the year. I'm not surprised he won that. He was your favorite to win comeback player of the year last year. Is that he aggravated injuries, but one was called by one of the players from Utah, but you don't know what happened with that. They didn't call 41 on that. But anyways, Mr. Prince hates himself right now. Good ball says 18 times. The Lakers still at 17. But you're forgetting Bill Russell won 11 of those 18. So I mean, you can't overlook the Michael Jordan too. You just can't. You just can't. Especially Patrick Mahomes. You can't overlook me with Tiger Woods. I know what to find animal horoscope or Dragon. You can't overlook me. Because I completed the Olympic Grand Slam. I won multiple majors. Took accountability for my actions too, as well, in my sins, Mr. Francis. Unlike LeBron, who keeps changing narratives like you, which is sad, Mr. Francis. That's your issue of junior cancer. You're too emotional when it comes to Michael Jordan. Everybody said, well, I know you're going to say 40,000 points, longevity, 2 decades of the NBA. I said, you're forgetting, though. In those eras, he did play in his peak years. He was on the slope of decline, too, if you didn't know either. It was not because of his age, it was because injuries started to pile up for Ron slowly but surely. No, he played a lot of minutes in the NBA. But like I said, you can't overlook the Michael Jordans, Mr. Francis. You can't overlook any Michael Jordan, men's or women's either. So what did you say? LeBron is the undisputed GOAT of all time. I said he was the undisputed GOAT of all time. As a lot of people would say, and one of the most influential athletes, as you would say, obviously, why does he not have 6 titles or 11 titles? And if he was chasing the East, he would have already got to that number if he didn't leave the Cavaliers, pretty much. Twice. But like I said, but in my next stream, I'm going to talk about the console war content, and I should probably show some sports content as well. More Kobe Bryant content, more Vince Carter content as well. In the console war content in my next couple streams after I finish making this one. But like I said, Mr. Francis, y'all hate yourself because you too much want to count these Michael Jordans, and you know I'm the one person that knows about the Michael Jordans in all sports and couldn't swim into. Michael Phelps was the undisputed GOAT. Tony was the undisputed skateboarder of all time. Jordan skateboarding like me. But I never skateboarded. But yeah, like I said, the NBA season is slowly approaching again. Less than 4 months from now, after the preseason is over and the summer league is over. But better guy in the draft Carolina, and they can't sign nobody. They mentioned possibly trading Austin Reeves, possibly, in AD if they didn't get the right coach. And I don't think AD approves this JJ Redick coach hiring, because he said if it wasn't the right coach for him, AD wants out. AD wants out, Mr. Francis. and he's not. AD's not playing. He's still in his current contract or contract with the Lakers right now. He did sign 2 extensions during previous offseason and the season before that, and he signed another extension, but doesn't start until after his previous contract extension is up pretty much after he signed that other one. And then put himself back in 2020. Obviously, he's made a lot of money this week. Just that AD, like I said, with his mortality injury, that's the best he's played health wise because he's played all these games. This he was able to play all the games. The issue, his injury still can catch up to him in age, and he's still in the middle of his prime. But AD said he wants out. Mr. Frank, I'm not joking. He did say this out of his mouth. He said if it wasn't the right coach or the coaches that they put in, knowing that the Suns took a chance on Mike Budenholzer pretty much. Mike Budenholzer has some work to do, obviously, because he went on to the title in 2021. Now he's trying to get a Phoenix team back to the promised land for the second time in the last 6 years, because that was the time they did play the Bucks, one of my favorite teams in the NBA. Obviously, and my team, the Pelicans, made the playoffs twice in the last 3 years. Even though his arm was hurt, unfortunately. But he played most games. He was a comeback player of the year, more than likely. He just didn't get the chance to make his postseason debut, unfortunately. What could have been Zion if he didn't deal with that hamstring issue. But now he's fully healthy. And I think Zion's going to have a better season this year. Now he's fully healthy and got himself back in game shape, pretty much. But I think Memphis will return to prominence too. And hopefully get to the NBA Finals. I think Memphis has a chance to win the NBA Finals if John Moran keeps himself in trouble and keeps himself healthy. Also, the comeback player of the year in this year's NBA is named Lonzo Ball for the Bulls. Lonzo Ball for the Bulls. They keep him healthy, then they can all him the Supermax to stay with the Bulls for the rest of his career. How about Zach LaVine? Another comeback player of the year, can Zach LaVine. I showed you in that short on the slam dunk contest, who won slam dunk contest 3 times. Jordan won it 3 times in a row, but Nate Robinson too, but no Uncle John's nostalgia. But got to keep him healthy because he broke his foot, obviously. But if they can keep those players, I think both can be a surprise contender in the East for sure going to this year's would be too early 2024. But I expect us to win the Super Bowl. Our schedule is difficult. Only Cleveland has the more difficult schedule, and they got all these primetime games. Second most primetime games behind Baltimore, but anyways. But as a Browns fan, you should be nervous right now because they got to play a lot of NFC teams in the NFC. They made the playoffs or nearly made the playoffs last year. If it wasn't for injuries or bad coaching, pretty much. But like I said, Mr. Francis, you have to hate yourself because Patrick Mahomes is a Virgo, and and he was already hyped in NBA as well. Despite his brother getting it, one of his fraternal brothers getting in trouble, honestly, but he knew how to conquer that, knowing he was a Virgo. And Lamar Jackson is a Capricorn. His birthday's in the middle of New Year's Eve. I think the first week or the second week after New Year's Eve. Anyway, Capricorn horoscope. But that's just astrology per se, also Earth horoscope. Anyway, like I said, the Browns running out of time, Mr. Francis. Like I said, Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT of all time, whether you like it or not. Because, like I said, he was able to conquer, and while he was retired not once or twice, Michael Jordan retired twice. He was playing multiple sports: baseball, football, golf. Like me. He's why he was the most influential player of all time. Because he plays multiple sports, just like Deion Sanders did, Primetime Sanders did, Bo Jackson did, Herschel Walker played multiple sports. All of them played multiple sports, and still made it in their relative current favorite sport, and still was able to conquer pretty much. But like I said, Mr. Francis, but like I said, I think also Minnesota, the Timberwolves are one piece away from winning the NBA title. They're that close. I mean, so close it's not funny. The Timberwolves, but the Thunder need a couple pieces. They're like one. They got the forward and center in Hogan, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, Chet Hogan, University of Gonzaga Bulldogs. They just need that. They need that power forward. Everybody else they got is Fine Kunkel, Juju Boss, nothing more. Shea Gillis, Shai Gillis, Alexander, his name Alexander, Jay Gillis. I'm having a hard time saying his name because his name is European. No, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's nephew-in-law. But yeah, Alexander, Mr. Alexander, obviously. I think they're like 1 piece or 2 pieces. The Timberwolves are 1 piece away. They need another backcourt player. If they can get that and be able to draft a free agency, I think they won their first NBA title in franchise history. But I don't rob Memphis either. Once I know their team name was Vancouver at first. But there's a lot of teams in the West that could have a chance to win a title, or teams that already won a title, including the Kings as well, who missed out on the playoffs, unfortunately. Who made the playoffs last on the year before that because it was the ones that had the playoff streak in the NBA. But anyways, the West is loaded. Victor Women there ain't playing no games right now. As a rising sophomore in the NBA right now. Yep, and he was the most hyped since LeBron because I jumped to that height class too. That's Yao Ming's hype. Even my current weight currently in the NBA 2K games. But anyways, his friends can't go all the way in basketball. He's only 5'1". He couldn't even guard me. Cause I know you would want to smoke and say, well, you don't want to smoke because I'm gonna put you on skates and rock the rim over you too, hammer it home over you too. Well, like I said, the team is the worst team in the league. Whether you write that or not, and even if it's a rebuild or not, they're still the worst team in the league regardless. So, like I said, Mr. Francis and Shannon Sharp himself been roasting a lot of people. Couldn't that man tell I hate that man? Because, man, he gets on my nerves all the time because he overlooks Jordan like it's nothing. Just like Mr. Francis, too. And I hate that. I hate that. But anyways, like I said, we already know the Michael Jordans are, and this is in all sports, men's and women's at that. Those are counting the teams at that. And we already know who the undisputed GOATs and influential players and athletes of all time, including Tiger Woo, like myself, was able to revolutionize height and weight class because I was beefed up then. I'm close to 184 now. My physical is next week. Go on to that. Then I have another physical coming up. In the summer, I no more physicals until July of next year. But anyways, go off topic. Not to go off topic, obviously, but like I said, we already know the Michael Jordan are, Mr. Francis. Patrick Mahomes. Can't overlook that, man. You can't what Ron's done too. Well, just gotta get to the big game. Once he wins the Super Bowl, which I hope he does, then he's in the concert with Patrick Mahomes for sure. Because there's only two players from that person to win Super Bowls. Why everybody else is still chasing? These other teams are still chasing, but still. Other teams in the NFL are still chasing, but still. I think what Minnesota did in the draft, as drafting J.J. McCarthy, it made sense. That means Sam Darnold is out. Most likely he's going to be cut. Jalen Hurts going to be the starter, going franchise quarterback of the future. Now he got somebody to throw him the ball. Honestly, I think he's going to throw to Justin Jefferson, double J and double F and double E all and double N all day long. It's a long day. If anybody's a Viking fan, y'all should be excited for J.J. McCarthy. No, having J and a T in my name because he's going to get it done for that team for sure. Make them get back. Hopefully get to the promised land. Hopefully get them to their first Super Bowl after they win their first with the Vikings. So, and as a Vikings fan, y'all should be excited. I don't know if Sam Darnold's going to be the starter going forward. But anyways, like I said, Mr. Francis, and they're basing every NFL player off of every era. Millennials, all the eras, pretty much, including millennials. If you know about the 90s, pretty much. I know you're going to say the 90s. Always say, well, you were born in the 90s, man. So what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? When it comes to the Michael Jordans too, man. I know you're going to say that era was washed out. So you can't say that era was washed out, you know, about the 1930s because think how long you live on this earth to even know I have a grandmother on this earth, which I do. I have two of them. Well, tell me three of them, but the other one you don't really count because she's in the life of a person that holds a grudge. But anyway, you can't overlook what Jordan has done. He's won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. He's won 6 MVPs. He's won 8 scoring titles. He's only played the average, had multiple 3,000-point seasons. And he won the FIBA that was 2010-5, either with blocks or rebounds or both. And he's done that too, as well. Braun's done it, but he hasn't won Defensive Player of the Year. It's the only thing he's had to do it. Is won Defensive Player of the Year in a slam dunk contest. And he's going to continue to take criticism for that until he does it. And that's the problem I have with LeBron. Because I know he played a factor in the J.J. Redick hiring. I said, well, it's a long season, Mr. Francis. Because the West is low. Like I said, you don't count the in-season tournament that they won last year because it's not a title. In-season tournament. The real turns the finals. You count that then. I know he said that's 5 rings. I said, well, you don't know rings. You don't know titles. You say, Mr. So shut it. Too emotional on the Michael Jordans, man. I tell you. Because I'm the one person that roasts you all the time. And my other homeboys too, and Shannon Sharp too as well. and one of my family that's not here yet as well. But not here in this house yet. But I roast him too because you don't take accountability for your actions and your sins. And this is Mr. Frankston. I'm going to go over to Michael Jordan's too. I said, well, Patrick Mahomes is in the Michael Jordan's era. That's why Tiger Woods of me, if I don't define animal astrology, is in that era of defined height and weight classes. So like I said, there's no debate for who's in Michael Jordan's. I already know the Michael Jordans as far as where their peak was. Couldn't at 5'10" and 10'5", especially when they were 18 now. Especially when their peak ended, either it was injuries or not, or age getting playing a factor or both. I don't know what the Michael Jordans are. It's Patrick Mahomes. I know everybody's gonna hate on him because he's interracial and he's Hispanic and like I said, what else is new? What else is new? They hating on Ramon too because he's white too and he might be interracial too. Who knows? Who knows? But you can't overlook Patrick Mahomes. He's been on the Madden game twice already? Madden 2022, Madden 2020. Only time he didn't make it was Madden 20. Ramon made that one. That's why I didn't put Ramon on this year's Madden. Knowing Madden 2025 comes out August 16th. But anyways, if he is on it, that'd be Madden 2026, which would be only his second cover. And he has yet to not Ramon's yet to mess up since that Madden 2021 cover. He's built up to the had been on a Madden cover in the find the 99 build pretty much. But okay, guys, I end the stream right there. If you like my content, pretty much, just follow me everywhere. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitch. No, I have multiple Twitch accounts. I have 5 of them. 5 of them. That was a whole 20+ minute clip of talking about sports, pretty much. My next stream is going to talk about more sports. My next stream after is going to talk about more sports, showing sports content, and then was going to talk about console content, and then CAD content. The next streams after that, so I'll be making multiple streams today. But anyways, if you like my content, just follow me on Egyptian Queen 2, Lexi Queen 3. Add me on PSN. I add you as long as you're not trolling. Add me on Microsoft because I'll be on Microsoft Series. That's all digital. Add me on all 5 of my Twitch accounts. I just told you in my first stream. Lin Hud, Furry Kingdom, Raven Cal Raw, Retro Hutch, Yuki Hutch. That's my Sony 1. WWE Legend 2 is one of my Instagram accounts, and that's my Facebook Instagram 1. Chun-Li Online. And Hachi Konami as well. You can add me on all 4 of my Instagram, including my Facebook one as well. Follow me on Facebook. Add me on Facebook. Make sure you help me get to 50 subscribers as well. I haven't made a short one, style of long one since I think like over a month ago. It's been a minute. I'll probably get back to making shorts on that in a minute. In a good while, but I'll get back to it. Also, add me on Microsoft as well. I'll set the close friend because I was not troubling all 3 of my Microsoft accounts. Stalkway 66, FF4859, Hutch Ass Box. Got to be getting serious. That's all digital, guys. Soon. Just you wait. But okay, guys, I end the stream right there as well. So make sure you follow me everywhere on YouTube as well. I had 3 YouTube accounts. Just making these videos are very enticing and demanding because I had to save more pictures just to put pictures on my current content currently. So yeah, on the stream right there. Yeah. But you follow me everywhere, guys, on YouTube as well. Yeah.